Yo, I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. All right. So tonight is day 2 of 100 of Code It Up. Welcome. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Let's see. Make sure I'm live. Yes, I'm live on Twitter as well. Okay. Cool. So yeah, if you're on Twitter, I'm streaming on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm streaming on Twitter. You can communicate with me more easily on YouTube. I'm watching Twitter here, so you can make a comment on this feed, and I will see it pop up. But it goes right into StreamYard here from YouTube if you want to do that. So either way, yeah, great times. Okay, I am so excited for real. Man, this is day 2. So pick up where we left off last night. We were talking about Chat GPT and how I had used it for creating this Twitter retweet tracker deal for next week, upcoming JavaScript GM live that we have on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to JavaScript GM on Twitter if you haven't checked that us out there. But yeah, lots of awesome people there every week. So several hundred usually listen in, and it's quite a good time. So anyway, with that being said, I am going to continue picking up where I left off, which is pretty much. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I got to the bottom of our Chat GPT conversation that I had the other night. So not last night, but the night before. I had like a 4+ hour conversation with Chat GPT, trying to like piece together this whole deal. Woo! Hey Anthony, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining me. Woo, Anthony. By the way, Anthony, I did just tonight. I don't know how or why, but I did upgrade to the Pro package for StreamYard. So another chunk of change there, but I'm streaming in 1080p. I don't know if you can tell, but I am. So remove the opening parentheses. You can't see the closing one. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Or maybe I didn't put the closing one on there. Let's see. Edit name. There. All right. Good call out. I think the whole stream last night was like that anyway. But, oh well. So, yeah. We're good to go. All right. I'm excited. Let's jump right back into screen sharing here. I'm going to go ahead and go to present and share. Yes, there you go. Thanks, man. Share screen. We're going to share the window of Chrome tab. There we go. All right, share this. So here we are. This is where we left off last night, and I am going to take the modified stuff that I finally came up with here at the very end, and I'm going to put this into Visual Studio and start, I'm sure, seeing errors. That's what I'm going to do. But let's see if this thing works, right? Anthony's hanging out with Jen, and he'll catch the replay later. Cole, thanks, man. Appreciate it. You guys have a good night. All right. So, by the way, if you are on Twitter, which I'm seeing there's a couple viewers over there, you can jump over to YouTube and join me there if you'd like. Just search for Scott Steinloge. You will find it quite easily if you want to chat back and forth. If not, you can also click on the comments there and leave a comment under the broadcast on Twitter, and I will be more than happy to chat that way if you want. So it's up to you. Okay, back to it here. So I'm going to, let's go ahead and see where we're at. So where we left off was I still wanted to track automatically. I disconnected my XLR cable on accident. There we go. It was like going in and out. Okay. I want to continue tracking automatically the submission, upon submission of the tweet ID, etc., and then be able to stop the tracking and randomly pick a winner with a command to stop. So it went ahead and made the changes here, and I'm going to take this and put it in VS Code. Now, when you run the script, it will prompt you to enter a tweet ID and the tracking. It will start to stop the tracking, pick winner. Okay, hold on. There was one other thing though. I just want to make sure it's in here, which was the fact that it needed to, which it did it up here. And I'm gonna have to put my Twitter ID in there. Man, see, that's the thing. I don't want to. I don't even know how on StreamYard to. I don't know if it even matters really, but I mean, probably does. To block out like fuzzy. I guess I could put it in and then how would that work? I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but I need to like make it to where the consumer key, secret key, access token, all that to Twitter is like not visible, right? I mean, because yeah, I just don't need people accessing my Twitter, right? What's wrong with that? Well, y'all want that, don't you? You want, yeah. Well, don't worry. My Twitter is not much of anything as of right now, so well, it's a good time. Actually, anyway. All right, this won't work. I need to have the ability to track all the retweeters that retweet to a specific tweet. Right. So that was one issue, and it says it fixed it here. How did it do it? So I kind of briefly went over this before, so I just want to make sure this is fixing it, and then we can continue on here. So since the Twitter API itself doesn't provide a direct way to retrieve all retweets for a specific tweet beyond the 100 most recent, that was the issue. You'll need to use the streaming API to continuously monitor retweets in real time and store them as they happen. The streaming API doesn't have the same pagination limits as the REST API. Here's how to implement this approach. Install the necessary libraries, okay, and the npm in it, and then install twit.env. Use the .env file as described in the previous example to store your Twitter API keys and access tokens. Interesting. So the problem though is that I guess see, it's going to get it from the .env file like this and like so. Okay. So let's go to, create a tracker JS file and add the following code. Okay. So hold on. Previously described in previous example, store your API. So let me go real quick back to here. There was an example somewhere. And one thing I do like about this too, here's a little tip, right? So if you've been like chatting with Chat GPT for a while, you can, obviously use Command F here to search, right? So I'm going to do .env and I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up to see, create a .env file to store it. Here we go. Just like this. So for now, we can go back to having simpler retweet, blah, blah, blah. Sure, here's a simplified version of the original tracker tweet. Install the tweet library. create a .env store your API access tokens. Replace the placeholders with your actual Twitter API keys and key tokens. Okay, cool. This is good. But I guess I have to call it. So it's saying to process the .env, and it is okay. Twitter consumer key, Twitter consumer key. It's all the same. Secret, Twitter access token, Twitter access token secret. Yes, it's all the same, which is good. That's what we want. So I'm assuming. So I'm not. I'm learning as I go here, but I'm assuming that process.env dot then the name here, the variable. It's saying, hey, process this. Use this to put into here, right? Anyway. Okay, so the area you're encountering is okay. That's all old stuff. All right, good. This is great. This is really good. So I'm gonna close that out. I'm gonna go and let's see. I've got 2 notifications on Twitter here. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody's. Hey, thanks for liking the tweets, Alexis and Sabin. Appreciate it. Code it up. Day 2 of 100, y'all. Okay, I'm going to go back now. Very good. Okay. So let's take okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my I'm going to share my VS Code screen and stop sharing this. Share screen. Let's share VS Code. Where are you at, my friend? Window. Here's VS Code. Share. Okay. You know what? I just realized I didn't add to stream this whole time. I was talking about Chat GPT and all this stuff. I did this last time. And I wasn't doing it. See, normally so there's a checkbox in StreamYard when you first set this thing up in your settings. It says automatically share what your automatically stream what you're sharing when you share a screen or share something, right? And here I am talking about Chat GPT, and I feel like I don't think I was sharing it unless I was, maybe I was, but anyway. So silly. Anywho, now I'm definitely sharing VS Code. I can see it. All right, so I'm gonna close out this. Here we are. All right, so I'm gonna go and hopefully y'all can see this. Okay, so I'm in my. By the way, I'm gonna more to come on this actually. So this is just the beginning. This little piece I'm doing here. This is just the beginning of a very large vision I have, and I'm very excited about it. It's basically going to be, so it's going to be called Delevate. So like developer relations and elevate, right? So like elevate your developer relations experience, elevate your developer relations stuff, and also delegate, right? So delegate to delevate, right? Okay. So y'all get it. And those were some of the notes I made. And it's so funny. I think it just clicks for a lot of people because I was talking to Anthony about it and he's like, yeah, delegate. And before I even got to say like the second part of my note that I had on it. And so I was like, all right, you get it. This is good. So I did purchase the domain delevate.io and I will be, doing something with that here in the near future. So keep your eyes peeled and ears open and listening for that. It's going to be fun. And I'm going to, we'll get more into that here in a little bit. All right, so I'm going to take and create 2. By the way, I suck at command line stuff. I'm in terminal here. I'm learning it. All right. So I'm going to try and use it as much as I can instead of clicking around with the mouse. So, what was it? Torch, I think. Yeah. So torch is to create a file inside of where you're already at. And as you can see, I am in the Delevate folder already, right? So, I'm going to type in torch, and then I'm going to type in the file name that I want to create, dot whatever. So, dot env. So I could say, I guess the dot env, would you even put a name for that? That's an interesting question. See, these are things you can ask Chat GPT. Like, this is your coding buddy, right? Your coding pal, my homie GPT. I see, this is the thing though. Like, I get here, like, I think Chat GPT needs to have like a spot where you can pick up where you left off on a certain topic, even though, or maybe like it sidebars it or something. Like a sidebar would be cool, because I don't want to like add more length to this thing so then I have to scroll up even further to get back to where I was. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe a place to bookmark. Like, hey, I want to bookmark this, this, and this, and then it has like tabs on the left hand or right hand side. That would be cool, because then it would be easier to recall important things in the conversation you were having with ChatGPT. And then allow you to unbookmark them and stuff like that, and maybe even order them in the order you want them to be in. Like, all that would be really cool, actually. If you're listening, that would be awesome. Okay, thanks. All right, so I'm gonna ask this real quick. This is kind of what I do. I iterate. When I come up with questions, I ask them and see what I get. So my question is gonna be, what should I name, if at all? And sometimes my grammar it's not like perfect. I don't care. It don't have to be grammatically correct here. Is it best if you try and get the best grammar possible? Yeah, sure. Probably ChatGPT would understand you better. But anyway, maybe not though, because a lot of people don't have the great grammar, and it was code trained it on all different kinds of things, right? So anyway, so what should I name? Comma, if at all. I'm assuming there's a comma here. The .env file. All right, let's see what it says. So, oops, let's go ahead and share that. I wish I could have lined up another. Can I do another screen lined up? It's like kind of silly, actually, the way this works. Like, I'm used to like having many different like screens available to share without stopping sharing first, right? Like, you would pick up and just switch the scene over, right? But this doesn't look like it allows that. And to like save that, it's you know, that layout or whatever, just save that as it is. Okay, guess I'm gonna have to stop sharing like this. Click present again, share screen, find what I want to share. Maybe I just have to dig more into StreamYard to figure this out, but all right. So let me go to Twitter. There we go. Okay, so here's what I did. I typed in, what should I name, if at all, the .env file. All right, you should name your .env file simply as .env. See, that's what I thought. I was like, I shouldn't like put a name on it, right? Like you would like a JS file or an HTML file or any of that, you know, like index.html or main.js or whatever, or server.js or all that stuff. You would just name it .env. This is the conventional name used for the environment variables in most projects. Okay, so the .env file should be placed at the root level of your project and should not be shared or pushed to a public repository. Yep. To prevent it from being accidentally pushed to a repository, add .env to your .getignore file. Yes, we know that. So the .env file, use sources, things like Okay. Which can be accessed in your code using libraries like .env. Cool. I don't think I have that library on here, but I'm assuming the way this code is written that it's gonna do it. It's gonna process it. It's gonna work because it knows, and it told me to use the .env, so that's what it's been doing since the beginning. Well, it's saying here install twit and here we go. There's there's the library. So I haven't done this yet, so I'm gonna have to do that. But I'll install twit and I'll install .env, right? And that's going to allow this to understand this here. So this is language that library understands, I'm assuming, right? I guess that's how you would say that. So I'm going to go back down and all right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back now to VS Code. Stop sharing, share VS Code here. There it is. Share. Okay. And add to stream. Now you guys should be able to see that. I can go full screen on that. Yeah, I don't know. Can you guys see that well? It looks like it'd be hard pressed to see it unless your stream is like full screen, but okay. Other way, I can zoom in on when we have code if I need to, though. Yeah, let's do Control Plus here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, no, it's not going to do anything unless you have code up there. Okay. Hey, notification again. Look at that. Okay, got it. Just something's gaining traffic here. All right. Back in the friend is a friend. You ever heard that song before? Okay. Let's create these, and I'm going to use torch .env. Wait, touch. I said torch. I believe that's right. Yes, there it is. Okay, so now we have the .env file here. And then I also want to create, and I'll do npm install for these different things. So let's do that. Let's do npm oops, init. There we go. All right, boom, boom, boom. Now we have our package.json in there. Yes, good. And I want to add .env to .getignore. So I'm assuming you would just go in there and you would type in like .env, right? But let's ask, right? Let's ask. I mean, anytime you're like not 100% sure, that's a beautiful thing about Chat GPT. It's like phone a friend. Like it's here. You know what? I was kind of thinking about doing this. I don't think he'll pick up, but I was thinking about doing this. Phone a friend live because I have this Rodecaster Pro over here, and I can connect through Bluetooth, and you guys can hear this stuff. So I think I'm gonna try just to show an example. Like, okay, I gotta ask Chat GPT, right? So I'll do that at the same time. I'll say, all right, let's switch over to sharing screen for Chat GPT. Again, HomieGPT, right? See, if this were 2 in the morning, I can't call anybody, right? This is different, though. I'm just gonna say I would normally like ask Chat GPT or HomieGPT. I would normally ask it like, hey, I'll like put my 2 cents in. Like, can I add the .env file to the getignore file just by going in there and typing in like .env? But in this instance, I'm just going to ask it straight up. I'm going to say, how do I add .env to .getignore? And then see what it says. To add .env to getignore, you need to navigate to the root project where the getignore file is located. If you don't have a getignore file, create one, blah, 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 blah. I already have one. Open the .getignore file in the text editor, right, in VS Code, and then add .env on a new line in the .ignore file. Each entry in the file should be on a separate line. Save and close, and boom, now you're done, right? So, And then it says other entries, these here. So yes, I think I already have those in there, but I can go double check. Okay. Now instead, let's just do this. I just want to. I'm gonna call Anthony, who was on here earlier. I know he said he's hanging out with Jen, so he probably won't pick up. But I'm just gonna say, hey, you're live. You're live. This is gonna be fun. All right. See what happens.
This is Nancy. Leave me a message or call me back.
At the tone, please.
All right. I tried. His phone is on Do Not Disturb. Busy guy. Okay. No biggie. All right. Maybe I'll do it when I actually need him sometime, huh? Okay. Cause I don't. I got Chat GPT. All right, so I'm gonna go into real quick. I'm gonna go into my .env, or no, I'm gonna go into get ignore, and I'm just gonna type in .env. Boom. Command S, and now I'm saved. Yeah, awesome. Close out the get ignore file, and oh, you guys didn't see that. I'll have to just. That's all right. Let me. Okay. No worries. Npm install. Reinstall the main dependencies around. Why is it telling me this? Let's see. Oh, that was for that issue. Yeah, no, we're good. Whoa, wait a second. Where in the world did... Okay, never mind. We're good. All right. Okay, so I did npm init. Why there? Now I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm share back over to VS Code because that's where I'm now at now. Yeah. Okay. And add to stream. All right. So now I'm going to do npm install twit and also .env. So it's going to install both of those things. Enter. Oh, nom. Wrong input. Try that again. There we go. Now it's putting these dependencies in there. 2 moderate severity vulnerabilities to address all the issues. Run npm audit fix. Okay, we're gonna force it. I wonder what the issue is. I don't even want to get into it. I could ask Chat GPT though too, and it would. Let's see. It says depends on vulnerable versions of request. Node modules /request. Service side request forgery in request. GitHub. Okay. There is a fix available, it says. Via this. Will install twit 1.1.2.0, which is a breaking change. Got it. So the problem, I guess, maybe I'm wrong, but there's vulnerabilities in twit 2.0 greater than or equal to 2.0. I don't know. Well, either way, it says there's a fix for it. Let's force the fix. Here we go. Using force. Recommended protections disabled. audit update. Okay, so it took protections away. Okay, well, 0 vulnerabilities. That's good, I guess. See, these are the things that you will learn as you go through this. And I still haven't quite learned it. I'm sure I'll like ask somebody else what this is later instead of digging into it. And the reason why I'm not like normally I would probably stop what I'm doing, get in there and bring it over to Chat GPT, ask it why these warnings are coming up, why is it saying this, and it would probably give a better explanation than this. Hey, here's a fix for it. Use fix force, right? And maybe I should just do that. I just didn't want it to be boring for you guys even more. Like, I mean, I've already been streaming for 30 minutes. I want to get some code in here and things working, right? But this is part of the process, I guess. So I'm going to go and just take all this. I'm going to take there we go. I'm going to take from here down. You know, I should probably make this bigger. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't think that even mattered. Yeah, let's take that down a little bit. Okay. Did that make anything bigger? Probably not. Oh, well. Okay. So I'm just going to take from here down. And I'm going to take all that. I'm just going to say over to Chat GPT. See, this is my problem, though. I got to probably just open a new chat at this point because I don't want to just keep making the thing longer and longer and longer, which is why we need bookmarking. But I'm not going to open a new chat because I want it to have context of everything I'm doing here. See, that's the other thing. So if you could have a sidebar conversation and it still has context of the current conversation, that would be awesome. That would be super cool. Okay, so stop screen sharing again. We're going to go back to Chat GPT, HomieGPT. Okay. So I'm going to say, please explain the following vulnerabilities. That's easier than just retyping. Please explain the following vulnerabilities. And why they happened. When, yeah, let's just do that. And then what I'll do is paste all that jazz in there and then just hit go and see what it says. The vulnerabilities you encounter are related to the request package, which is a dependency of the twit package. Okay, so the request package is no longer maintained, and as a result, it has some unfixed security issues. So there was security issues. That's what it, okay. Such as server-side request forgery. That's what it was talking about. All right. In this case, you had 2 moderate severity vulnerabilities, server-side request forgery and request. This vulnerability allows an attacker to send unauthorized requests from the server. More details can be found here. To address these vulnerabilities, you can run npm audit fix force, which updated the twit package to version 1.1.2. And this version of twit does not depend on the vulnerable request package. As a result, the vulnerabilities were resolved. See, but it probably took away something, right? So, however, keep in mind that using force can introduce breaking changes to your project as it allows potentially incompatible updates to be installed, right? Because it's dependent upon other things. Yeah. Okay. In this case, the update to twit 1.1.2 was a major version change, which might cause issues with your existing code. It's important to test your application thoroughly after running npm audit fix force to ensure that everything is still working as expected. If you're encountering any issues, you might need to update your code to work on a new version of the package or look for an alternative package without vulnerabilities. Okay, so this is interesting. So now what I could do, if I'm really concerned about this, which maybe I should be, but if I'm really concerned about this, I could go back into Chat GPT here and I could say, hey, all right, that's great. Now tell me, by the way, I mean, can you guys even read this? Like, seriously. I don't know if you can. I mean, if you make it like bigger screen, maybe, but I feel like this might be difficult to read. See, now I can read it in a small window. So maybe that's what I need to do for you guys. I guess this is huge writing. Well, I can watch the replay later, I guess, and find out. Hopefully, this is good enough to read. Maybe it's too big. I don't know. But when I'm looking at like the smaller window here, I can finally read it. Whereas if before I couldn't read it in the smaller window. So I hope that works for you guys. Okay. So what I could do is I could ask it, okay, well, what's a library that I could use besides Twit, right? Or besides request, but request is like in there, right? So that wouldn't work. I would need to be using something besides Twit, and it might probably suggest like the other tweet. What was it called? Tweepy, for Python, and that's what it had originally suggested way before, and all this. And so maybe I should use Tweepy and like kind of start over and use Python, but I wanted to use JavaScript. And maybe that's the problem. It's just that Twit is not. It's not as well kept up, I guess. I don't know. And Tweepy is. I don't know. Either way, maybe I'll just try it for now with this, and then maybe I'll think it over and change it tomorrow. Who knows? But let's go with this. Let's keep rolling. Let's just keep rolling. So at least we've got the vulnerability gone for now. Hopefully it won't break anything. Hopefully things will still work. Okay. Because it is a pretty big change from 2.0 or whatever it was to 1.1.2. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with it. So here's the thing though. There's so much text and talking and chatting in here that if I keep this huge like this, it's gonna be freaking hard to like. There's gonna be a lot that I need to go through in here. Oh well, let's do it. Back to here. Okay, so I've done this, and then I fixed the vulnerabilities, and I've created the .env, and I added it to gitignore, and now I need to create this tracker.js file, and add the following code. But there was still an issue, right? I need to track automatically. So I'm not going to put this code in just yet because there is revised code of this further down. So I'm going to go just want to make sure there's nothing else here. Let's grab this actually, copy this code. And I'm going to put that into the .env file. Yes. So that way, so I'm going to copy that. I did. And I'm going to go back over to, let's just do this one thing at a time. Share screen, VSCode. All right, and I'm going to go into the .env file here, and I'm going to paste in this code. And then I'm not going to fill out any of this just yet. So I'm going to go back to let's see. Let's leave that. Yep. Okay, so now let's go back to Chat GPT. And what I'm going to do now is grab the code, share screen. There we go. Now I'm going to grab the code for and I made the code on VSCode a little bit bigger. So if you guys couldn't see it, now you will be able to once I start sharing that. All right, so now I'm back here over at Chat GPT, and I'm going to grab the tracker.js file. This is so interesting to me, though, because it it didn't give me this option before to do this. Hold on. I'm way too far up. Yep. I think. See, this is where I wish I could bookmark things. And maybe I could just copy it and paste it as I go. I don't know. But either way, bookmarking would be amazing. I know. You'll probably think, this is taking so long to just get some stupid code and put it in there. But you know the process. You saw the process I was talking through, walking through. You know, I'm learning, okay? All right. So read line module in Node.js. Gotcha. Interesting. So it's going to read the. Okay. So where's that at? Read line. Let's see. It's going to be near the tweet ID, I'm assuming. Enter the tweet ID to track tweet ID. I thought read line would be in here. Excuse me. Okay. Right. Okay. This code will use the streaming API to monitor the code above here. To monitor retweets of the specified tweet and store the retweeters in an array. After 30 minutes, it will stop tracking. Well, this is not going to happen anymore because I changed it to say stop when I do the stop command, which it changes down below in here in a minute. But please note the streaming API has limitations such as number of simultaneous connections and the volume of tweets. In case of extremely high volumes, you might not receive all retweets. However, for most use cases, this approach should work well. Well, I hate the fact that it has the potential to break, even though I'm probably not going to get anywhere near like the amount of retweets or whatever that would break it. But yeah, I don't want this break for someone who could use it, like for that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll have to figure something else out. Maybe Tweepy is like the better option for this stuff later, but we'll figure it out later. All right. So did it not prompt? So it prompts in here for you to enter the tweet ID to track, right? It'll pop up with the question. Does it do that up here? Because I don't think it does, because it's asking you to manually enter in, replace this with the idea of the tweet you want to track. So I'm assuming it doesn't. So let's read it through it. Right. Right. Got it. Yeah, it does not. I don't see that function in there. But it is modified and down here. Track retweets. Okay. Right. It's interesting how it did add it as a prompt on here. Okay. All right. How do I remove parcel and disconnect from the local? Nope, I don't need to know that. Okay. I think this is what I want to do then. I just need to grab this code here because it's also using .env. It's using twit, using readline to track the command stop. Ah, that's what that's for. Right. Okay. So hold on. Let's go down here. Where's the stop? Okay. Is it line, read line again? RL. That's it. RL is read line. Right? if stop tracking and pick a winner. Okay. See, this is where I need to like break down more and like learn more of this actual code that's in here. But you learn as you go. Okay. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm like taking the time to do some of that. But I'm just trying to figure out like where is it going to store the array? And I guess it's just going to be excuse me. Streaming API. I guess it just uses the JSON file maybe to store the it stores it in JSON. It's maybe. I don't know. We'll find out though. Oh, Maybe I can get some folks to retweet this. I wanted to test this before like Wednesday of next week. But yeah, here's how to modify the tracker.js. All right. I think this is the last modification, right? Yep. Yep. All right. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go back to VS Code. And I'm going to go and create a JS file. I'm going to call it tracker.js. There it is. Now I'm going to go in there and I'm going to paste what I just copied from VSCode, or not VSCode, from HomieGPT. And let's see. There's OAuth. Maybe I should be, yeah, we're good. Dependencies, .env and twit. There they are. However, wasn't there one more dependency? I thought there was one more. Let me see. I'm just going through Chat GPT, the code, and just looking. I thought there was another. Yeah, read line. Is that just something that's you can use readline module in Node.js? So I'm assuming since I have Node modules, it's already in there essentially. I don't need to put it as a dependency. That's okay. Let me ask ChatGPT. Since readline is a module in Node, and let's share that so you guys can see it here. Okay. Since readline is a module in Node.js, do I need to add it as a dependency? Whoops. In the package.json file. No, you do not need to add readline as a dependency in your package.js file because it's built-in module in Node.js. Built-in modules are part of the Node.js runtime environment and do not need to be installed separately. Right. That's what I thought. So you require a built-in module like readline, and you code require readline. Node.js will automatically load it without needing any entry in the package.json file. You only need to add external packages, those that are not part of Node.js core, as dependencies in your package.json file, which makes 100% sense. Awesome. Cool. Learning something, folks. Learning something. Okay. Thank you, Chat GPT. You are my homie. Okay. We're almost there. We've got tracker.js. We've got Node. We've got Twit. We've got readline. We've got .env. I think we're good. Wait, main is index.js. Hold on a second. We don't have a main index.js. The main field is a module ID that's primary entry point to your program. I don't think it is because we don't have an index.js. Hold on. Why is I'm asking ChatGPT again here. Why is main in the package.json file set to index.js when we are using tracker.js. The main field of the package JSON file is used to specify the entry point of your module application. If your main file is tracker.js, you should update the main field to reflect that. Set tracker.js as main file of the package, blah, blah. Right, yeah, I get that. So this way, when someone imports your application's module, Node.js will know to use tracker.js as the entry point. However, if your application is not intended to be used as a module, the main field is not strictly necessary. Interesting. That all depends on your future use case, I guess. And if this is going to be, I wonder if you could like take this and create several different apps and then have one big app and then bring them in as these like different feature sets as different modules, or if that would slow things down and you should just have it all in one thing altogether. Good question. Is that performance negative, or is that good, or is that yeah, I don't know. There's a lot there to unpack. All right. Let's see. In that case, you can remove it from the package.json file without any issues. So let's leave it. Let's see if this runs. If it does, then we're just going to, because what you do is you run tracker.js anyway, right? Yeah. I mean, we're just going to do node. Hold on, let's go up. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything else either, though. Oh, that was for that. Okay, we're good there. Yeah, you're just going to do node tracker.js, and that'll run it. So it doesn't really matter at this point, I guess, unless like it said you're going to use this module and how did it say it? Imports your application as a module. Yeah, that's interesting. So I'd like to see how that's done too at some point. Okay. All right, folks. This is it. This is I think. I'm gonna go ahead and commit this though. I think I have my git ignore all right. We're good there. Oh, and I can't do it yet. I can't run it. I still need to put in my Twitter consumer key, secret key, all that jazz. So let me do that real quick in the .env, and then I'll come back. And so I'm just gonna you can see my talking face for a while, which you have been anyway. What happened? That was weird. Okay. So I'm going to go to Twitter. Actually, I'm going to add this here. And I'm going to say, hey. See, I've never done this on Twitter, though, so I'm assuming it's going to be a freaking process to request this, maybe, because it's like a dev thing, and maybe I don't even have access right away. I don't know. I'm just going to go to more professional tools, settings and support. You know, I'm just going to ask freaking Chat GPT. Where do I get I'm sure I could really dig into this and find it, but like I'm not an idiot. I know how to dig through things and find stuff, right? But why not just ask Chat GPT? Like seriously, why not? Faster, more efficient. Gosh, it's so good. Where do I get my Twitter keys and tokens? Okay. To get your Twitter API keys and access tokens, you'll need to create a Twitter developer account and a Twitter app. Follow these steps. Son of a gun. Yeah, this might not happen tonight, folks. I'm assuming it needs to be like processed and say, yeah, you can have this account. But we'll see. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go through these steps and try to make this a reality. Create a Twitter developer account. Go to the Twitter developer portal. Sign in with your Twitter account. If you don't have a developer account yet, click on apply and complete the application process. There we go. Got to do that. Hopefully it's an automatic thing, but I doubt it. I bet they have a person on the other end. And it's weekend, and tomorrow is Easter, right? Yeah, so that's probably not going to happen. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to go through this process and make this happen. So create a Twitter app. Once your developer account is approved, go to the Twitter developer dashboard and click on create an app. Fill out the required fields such as app name, description, website URL, if applicable. You can leave the callback URLs and allow this application to be used to sign in with Twitter. Fields blank. If you're only using the app for the purpose of this retweet tracker. See, I love this. Chat GPT, once again, understands the freaking context of what you're talking about here. And so it's telling you different things based upon like what it already knows you're doing. Gosh, it's so good. Okay. Love this. All right. Get your API keys and access tokens. After creating your app, you'll be taken to the app details page. Click on the Keys and Tokens tab. Here you'll find your API key, consumer key, and API secret key, consumer key. To generate your access token and access token secret, click on the Generate button at the bottom and of the access token and access token secret section. Make sure to store these keys and tokens securely as they grant access to your Twitter account's API. Yeah, don't want anybody else getting that, right? Now you have your API key, API secret key, access token, and access token secret. You can use these keys and tokens to authenticate with the Twitter API in your retweet tracker application. This is interesting. But then this makes me think like, geez, okay, how the heck are other people supposed to easily use this flipping app, right? To do these things besides like going and setting this up. Like I'm sure like, yeah, other developers, whatever, they could do it. But I'm saying like if I had a front end, right, it was nice, had a login, was a SaaS kind of thing, how would this connect? Maybe that's just another thing I have to look into later. And I could ask Chat GPT that very question right now, but I'm not going to dig into that because if I do, this thing's going to get even longer and longer and longer. And it's like another rabbit hole. And it's like, later. And that's what I tell myself. I'm like, later. I'll ask that question later. I'll ask that question later. And it makes sense because I'm trying to get something done. But at the same time, I want to ask it now because it knows the context of the question. Whereas if I wait till a lot later, it might not remember this context here, right? Might not fully remember it. Sometimes it surprises you. And it'll remember something from way far back. But not always. Like sometimes it doesn't remember like doing or giving you some information. Or it just doesn't find that information. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway. All right. I need a drink of water. Okay. Excuse me. Still getting over a cold, by the way. Or a virus of sorts. Okay. I guess that means I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go to developer.twitter. And I'm signed in already, so that's cool. I know you guys aren't seeing this. I don't know what it's all going to ask for. So, signing with a Twitter account. If you don't have a developer account yet, click on apply. Well, it says I'm signed in here, but I don't think I'm a developer yet. So, it says I'm on the developer platform. There's my face. Click on apply and complete the application process. Okay, interesting. So what's next? Create a Twitter app. Once your own developer account is approved, go to the Twitter developer dashboard. Products, Twitter API. Let's click on that. Let's just see what it says. Tweets, users, lists, media, spaces. Look up and search Twitter spaces to help people find interesting, relevant. I was just seeing that. Okay. You know what? I guess I'll just share this until I get to a part that might be stupid here. So let me share. Otherwise, you'll just be listening to me blab on. What fun is that? No fun. Okay, so here I am in this developer portal. I was clicking on products just to see if I clicked on Twitter API, and I thought maybe it would show me something, but here we go. Free for write-only use cases and testing the Twitter API. Rate limited access to V2 tweet posting and media upload endpoints. 1,500 tweets per month. Posting limit at the app level. One app ID. Login with Twitter. Cost is free. For hobbyists or prototypes. Rate limited access to suite of V2 endpoints. This is V2 tweet posting and media upload endpoints. So this is all endpoints, I guess, for V2. I don't know. 3,000 tweets per month, 50,000 tweets per month, posting limit, 10,000 tweets per month, read limit rate. 2 app IDs, log in with Twitter, costs $100 a month. Okay, I don't know. This is confusing. All right, let me go back to what Chat GPT said here. Now, Chat GPT could have changed information here recently Twitter could have changed information here recently because of all the stuff that's been going on, and Chat GPT only knows things up to what is it, like something 2021. So, yeah, Elon hadn't taken over at that point, I don't think, right? So, yeah. Anyway, so get your API keys and access token. So this might be a different process now. I know he's been charging for like Blue, Twitter Blue and things like that. So maybe he's like charging for this other stuff more now, or it's always been that way. I don't know because I've never looked into it. So what? What? Okay, I'm just going to try clicking and going to this. Here we go. You'll need an app and API key in order to authenticate and integrate with the most Twitter developer products. Create an app to get your API key. Oh, I'm so confused. So I guess you don't have to do that whole. This is interesting. The user interface of this is quite interesting. So, user experience. Okay. Am I on the right thing? There we go. All right. So what I did was I just clicked on ChatGPT and that link that it told me to go to for, hey, once your developer account is approved, go to the Twitter developer dashboard. So I did that. And this is where it landed me. And as you can see, I'm logged in. So let's just try creating an app. Here we go. So now it tells me. Hey, you may continue doing this, but if you would like to create a new app, please apply for a developer account. As a developer platform, our first responsibility is to our users to provide a place to support health conversation. Okay, let's just see what it says. Apply. Ready to build on Twitter? Twitter's V2 API. So I'm confused. Can I just do the free? I wonder if this would work on the free. Hopefully. Let's see. Sign up for free. Describe all of your use cases of Twitter's data and API. Jeez. Describe all your use cases of Twitter's data and API. I feel like I'm going to fail this miserably. Okay, here. You know what? Chat GPT, you're going to help me. Okay. Yep. Sure. Okay. So Chat GPT, tell me. Let's go ahead and share this so you guys can see it. Okay, Chat GPT. Please give me here. Please write out here. What was it? A description of all use cases for Twitter's data and API for this particular project. That's what I'll say. Something like that. Please write out a description. Oh, you guys can't see this. Add to stream. There we go. I swear I'll get this one of these days, guys. Please write a description. And I'll just paste this in. For the following request. For the following application for Twitter. Developer application. I guess so. I don't know. Well, we'll see what it says. All right. Retweet tracker and giveaway selector. Description: our application, retweet tracker and giveaway selector, aims to utilize Twitter's data and API to help users manage and monitor retweet-based giveaways and contests. The primary use case for Twitter's data and API in our application are as follows. 1, retrieve a specific tweet. The application will retrieve the data of a specific tweet identified by its tweet ID to monitor. This is great. See, ChatGPT is amazing. Like, come on. You're more likely to get the request bueno with this. All right. This is so good. It just amazes me every time. All right. To monitor retweets and display the tweets content. 2, stream retweets in real time. Right. We had to do that so we can get more than 100 in there. We will use the Twitter API to track retweets of the specified tweet in real time. As users retweet the target tweet, our application will record these retweets and the respective user details, ensuring that all participants are accurately tracked. 3, store participant information. We will store this information of users who have retweeted the specific tweet in a secure database. There's the problem. Because I'm like, okay, is it in the JSON or is it in a flipping database? And we don't have a database set up. I mean, I do. I have Supabase. I did that, but it's not telling me in this code that I need that, right? So now I need to go in because I see something like this. from Chat GPT. And I need to freaking say, Chat GPT, why did you say I need to do this when we don't have a database set up? And it's going to say, oh, right, let's do that. And then this is another step we got to do. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm learning, right? It's not, hey, look, this is not going to be easy. This is part of the process. Okay. Okay. Randomly select a winner. After the tracking period is concluded. It's getting late, folks. It's 10 o'clock at night. Man, my time at least. Randomly select a winner. After the tracking period has concluded, our application will randomly choose a winner from the list of users who retweeted the target tweet. This process ensures a fair and unbiased selection of the giveaway winner. Exactly. Thank you. This is great. Display results. The application will display the selected winner's Twitter username and profile information. Additionally, the total number of retweets and participants will be presented. I don't know if we need all that, but okay. Please note that our application will follow Twitter's API guidelines and adhere to data protection best practices. We will not share or sell the information collected during the tracking process, and the data will be securely stored in compliance with relevant data protection laws and regulations. Well, I better freaking have a talk with Chat GPT here. Okay. This is great. Thank you. But now I need to know. Okay, so you just stated this here about storing user data in a database, and a secure database. However, okay, you just stated in number 3 that we would be storing user data in a secure database. However, you have not stated that we needed a database in this current iteration. Do we need this? If so, please explain the options and why. How's that? Okay, here we go. ChatGPT, let's work some magic, homie. Do not disappoint. I apologize for the confusion. See, it does it. Okay. In the current iteration of the application we've discussed, there is no need for a separate database to store the user data. The data will be stored in memory. See, while the application is running. I thought so, like in the JSON file. And it will be lost once the application is stopped. See, why didn't it just say that then? However, if you decide to scale the application or maintain a history of giveaway winners and participants, then implementing a database would be beneficial. In that case, you can consider the following options. Okay, great. I thought it could do it in freaking cache memory or whatever you'll call it, right? And then just go away when it's done. Jeez Louise. Making me worry for nothing. So I want you to rewrite number 3 to reflect what you just the storage here. The storage. Let's see. Please rewrite the Twitter application description Please rewrite the. Okay. Please rewrite number 3 in the Twitter application description to reflect how we are currently to reflect as described above how we are currently using user data in memory. All right, so that's what I'll do. The application will track retweets of a specific tweet in real time and store the retweeter's data in memory while the application is running. No user data will be stored beyond the runtime of the application. The data held in memory will be used to determine a random winner from the retweeters when tracking. Okay, I swear I just like compiled all these things into one thing, or not all these things. Sorry, all these. Here, let's just grab all this. Sometimes you just got to do this. Copy. Where is, here we go. Replace number 3 below with a rewrite. How's that? Rewrite number 3 below with so I liked this to reflect I'm not going to leave that because then if I say that, like not in a database, it might say that and include like, oh, and this is not in a database. This is just in memory, blah, blah, blah. So I don't need to do all that. I think they'll understand if it's in memory and it goes away. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, wait, I have to put this in here. Paste. Ah, shoot. Let me go back and grab all this again. Whoop. Come on, friend. No, I don't need all that. I just need this. Okay. Copy. Paste. And go. Title, retrieve jargon, giveaway selector, description, blah, 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 blah. So it should say pretty much the whole same thing here. Our application retweet tracker. Yep. Retrieve specific tweet. The application will retrieve data of a specific tweet identified by its tweet ID, monitor retweets, and display the tweet's content. Stream retweets in real time. 3, store participant information in memory. See, there we go. That's what I needed to see. We will store the information of users who have retweeted the specified tweet in memory while the application is running. This information will include Twitter usernames, user IDs. No user data will be stored beyond the runtime of the application, ensuring an additional layer of privacy and security. That's it. Randomly select a winner. After the tracking period has concluded, our application will randomly choose a winner from the list of users who retweeted a target tweet. This process ensures a fair and unbiased selection of the giveaway winner. The application will display the selected winner's Twitter username and profile information. Additionally, total number, blah, 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 blah. Please note the application will follow Twitter API guidelines in here to data protection practices. We will not share or sell the user information collected during the tracking process. Besides the person who won, I'm just gonna leave that out and just use this here. All right, copy that, and then go back to the Twitter application. So I'll share that with y'all. Share screen. Twitter application. Here we go. Describe all your use cases of Twitter data and API. We need this information. Da, 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 da. All right. Excuse me. Da, 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 da. Is there anything I want to remove from here? Oh, yeah, I want to remove this. No, wait, we did that. We're good. Okay. All right, that's it. You understand you may not resell anything you receive via the Twitter APIs. Yes. You understand your developer account may be terminated if you violate the developer agreement and incorporated or any of the incorporated developer terms. Yeah. You accept terms and conditions. Yeah. Submit. Submit. Did I click it? Is it loading? Something went wrong. Please try again. What? That's funny. It says something went wrong. Please try again. But I'm in. So oh look, I'm showing everybody my key. Oh, never mind. That's just a project number. Whatever. Interesting. Okay, so I think we're good. I think I can share this. Yeah, I don't see anything besides that. Okay, so nothing's up yet. So I'm not going to generate anything, reveal anything here. But this is it. This is the developer portal. It says there's an error, but it looks like it went through okay, and seems to be that everything is fine. So now I can continue on with this project and put this stuff in the .env file, generate it, put it in the .env file, and go from there. Okay. This is really cool. I'm excited. All right. Let's stop sharing this. And let's go back to Chat GPT. Share. Okay. Chat GPT is my friend. Thank you for helping me fill out that Twitter application. And please note the application will follow Twitter's API. Yep. Let's keep going up. See, this is where I wish we had bookmarking. It would be so cool. Get your API key and access tokens. After creating your app, you'll be taken to app details page. Oh, wait, I didn't even create an app yet, did I? I guess I did. No, I applied for the developer thing. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to here and see now that I'm... here we go. Projects and apps. Default project. So confused. So I created an app at the same time? Apps, one environment. Excuse me. 0 tweets pulled to 1,500. Got it. Yeah, that was the one I was showing y'all. Okay. All right, let's name this to and maybe okay, we'll just leave it at like that. Wow, look at that. Okay. You can even put an app icon in there. Let's put the description in. Okay. I'm putting a description in for the application right now inside of Twitter. It would exceed 200 characters. Yeah, there's a lot in here. Okay, let's delete that. And I think we have our answer. All right. Going to... I know y'all are still looking at my face here. There's Chat GPT. I just took some of that and I was putting it inside of the description here for the app. And I'm going to put the name of the app. I guess we'll just use that. Nope, can't do that. Oops. There we go. Giveaway. Okay. We'll do that. Giveaway select. Retweet tracker. Giveaway select. Okay. Save. User authentication settings. Oh, no, I'm not doing any of that. All right. Keys and tokens. Let's get this stuff for the .env file here. And I need, excuse me, API key and secret key. API key. Hold on. Consumer keys, API key, and secret. Okay. I'm just copying and pasting here, putting these into the .env. Okay. Good to go, I believe. Yep. Okay, now I need the access token. And the secret access token. Oops. Okay. All right. Save this. Whoop, cancel. Okay. Anything else? Let's go back to tracker.js. What did I do? Gotcha. Let's undo that. Yeah. That could have been bad. Okay. Here, I'll share my screen. Share. I'll show you what could have been bad. It was funny. Here we go. Add to stream. I don't know if you guys can read this. Let me zoom in. No, it's not working. Why is it not working? Ah, son of a gun. Well, I'm going to have to redo those right now. Oh my gosh. What a numbnut. Okay. Regenerate. Yes. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Regenerate. Okay. Okay. Done. Let's go back here again. Okay. All right, folks. I'll add it back into the stream. Sorry about that. I accidentally showed like my entire .env file there and did not want to do that. So now I had to reset all the tokens and keys. And I did. So we're good. Okay. The next thing, I think we can just run this thing and pick a tweet that needs to be retweeted. So Okay. Where is my friend here? Okay. I wanted to commit this stuff. That's right. And I just want to make sure my get ignore files. Good. Yeah. We're good. And I don't even have parcel cache anymore because I'm not doing the local 1, 2, 3, 4, any of that, but it's in there. All right. And let's close that out. Oh, wait. Cancel. I need to save that. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Holy frick. Oh, I did it to myself again. I tried to click X and it took me in. Here we go. Regenerate again. Third time's a charm, y'all. Third time's a charm. All right. Paste. Copy. Paste. Whoa. That did not work. Paste. Yes. Regenerate. Regenerate. Copy. Oh, sticks. Oh, we're good. Paste. Copy. Paste. Paste. Okay, we should be okay now. And save. And close. Okay. Now I can share my screen again. All right. Third time's a charm, folks. So now I'm going to commit this. And yes, I know I said I would like to use... okay, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to freaking bring up the terminal. I thought it was Control tilde. There it is. Okay. How do you clear just like that? I was trying to remember. All right. It was getting a little crazy down there. Let's bring this down. All right. Oh man. How in the world? I'm trying to remember. How do I haven't done this in so long. How do I commit with terminal? I know I can just go over here and I can just go to here and I can say changes and I can say add. Now they're staged. And then I can just type in I don't know, whatever I want to call it. I could say, I should have been committing some of this as I went along, but new limited version. I don't even know if this is something you would type, but not full SAS. That's a whole lot of information, etc. Okay, whatever. Commit. Save all, commit. Sync. Sure. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wait. Ask me later. All right. Now, we should see these changes inside of the repo. So I'm going to go just look over there. It's obvious that it's there, but I see it. But I'm going to show y'all. There it is. All right. So we've got our get ignore. We've got license, readme, patch log, JSON, tracker, JS. Oh my gosh. I think we're just about ready, folks. 100% JavaScript here, y'all. Man, it's late. I'm tired. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, let's do this. Let's finally freaking do this. Let's finally do this. Let's go to. Let's see what it does. Yeah, let's just see what it does. See if there's some errors, right? I'm sure there's gonna be errors. There's gotta be errors. Share screen for VS Code. And I need to get a tweet ID. How do I get the tweet ID? That's another thing I need to figure out. Let's do that real quick, actually, in Chat GPT. I'm assuming it's pretty easy to see and find, but okay, my friend, homie Chat GPT. How do I find the tweet ID of a tweet? It already knows. Go to the tweet you want to get the ID for. Click on the date and timestamp for the share button, the arrow symbol under the tweet. When the tweet's individual page opens or the tweet URL is revealed, look at the URL in the web address on the bar, the tweet URL field there. The URL should look like this. Okay. The tweet ID is the long number at the end of the URL after status / An example above, tweet ID represents the tweet ID. So copy that number and you have the tweet ID. Keep in mind that the tweet ID is a unique identifier for each tweet and can be used with the Twitter API. To retrieve Twitter tweet data, including retweets, likes, and other interactions. Okay, here we go, folks. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run this. So, what is it? Why am I questioning myself? I know the answer. I just am like I always double guess myself. But that's all right. Yep, Node. That's what I thought. Okay, here we go. Node tracker.js. Cross your fingers. Oh, wait. Y'all aren't seeing this here. It's working. Hold on. Let me present. Share. Here we go. Okay. All right. Down here at the bottom. Terminal. I hope you guys can read this. I can't really zoom in on this, I don't think. Trying here. Yeah, you can't really read that well. Hold on. I guess you have to use accessibility to. Okay, press Control Option. I'm not on a Mac keyboard. I'm on a Windows keyboard technically, but Control Option 8. I don't think it's working. Control Option equals. My brain. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't know. I'll have to figure this shortcuts out later. Anyway, it's asking me to enter the tweet ID to track. So now I'm going to go get the tweet. So I'm just going up to, I'll just show you. Just share it, share it, share it. Share screen. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to grab this tweet here, the one that I'm live on right now. And I'm going to click on it. And so there is the number right there. I'm going to copy that. And then, whoops, I'm showing you nothing. There you go. So, oh, you can't see the stupid URL. Well, let's try the other method. What did it say? The share thing. Copy link to tweet, and it would be on that, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I've got it from the URL. So I copied it, and I've got it. All right, so now what I'm going to do is go back to VS Code here. There's got to be a better way to transition from screen to screen to screen or whatever. Can't believe I've been on here for almost 2 hours. But I have, my friends, I have. VS Code, where are you? Gosh, getting tired. Okay, there's VS Code. I'm back in here in the terminal, and I'm going to paste in the tweet ID to track. Okay. So something happened. Is it running right now? I see lots of things happening. I wonder if it's running like right now, because I don't see any errors. I don't think. Let's find out. Let's. I'm gonna retweet my own thing here. I'm gonna retweet this. It's so silly, but I'm gonna retweet it. I'm gonna say quote tweet. This is a test for the retweet tracker and giveaway selector. Man, if this works, I'm gonna be so happy. Okay. Tweet. Sending tweet. All right, it's publishing. And then once it's done, did it do it? Let's go to my profile, just make sure. Yes. Well, not quite. We're almost there. Almost there. Boom. All right. Check my profile. Where's it at? I thought I did a quote retweet here. So confused. Let's refresh this. There it is. This is a test for a retweet, for the retweet tracker and giveaway selector. Okay. Let's love that one. Okay, now I'm going to come down here, and I believe the code was to just say Just say stop, right? Yep. To stop the tracking and pick a winner, type stop and press enter. Here we go. STOP. And it should just pick me because I'm the only person who retweeted. Enter. The winner is undefined. Retweeters doesn't show any. Something is happening. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna give all of this to Chat GPT and see what it says. I want to see what it says. This is good. Okay, whoop. Let's go back down. All right. Tracking retweets for tweet ID. Bad Twitter streaming request. Oh, right away. At the top, there was an error. Interesting. Okay. That's okay. Let's see what it says here. So let's copy this. Let's go over to our friend Chat GPT. I'm gonna bring y'all in with me. Okay. If I can't find out the answer right away, I need to just call it a night because it's getting really late, and I have an early morning tomorrow. Paste. And I'm gonna say, why did this not work? Then I'm gonna say, please debug. I don't know. We're gonna see. Here we go. See how good ChatGPT is. Debug for us. Let's go. It appears the error you encountered, 404 not found error, which means the requested resource, in this case the Twitter stream, was not found on the server. There could be several reasons for this error, but it's hard to pinpoint the exact issue without examining the entire code base. However, I can suggest a few reasons and ways to debug the issue. Incorrect endpoint. Make sure you are using the correct API endpoint for your request. The error might be due to a wrong deprecated endpoint being used in the code. Double check the Twitter API documentation to ensure you're using the correct endpoint. Okay, fair enough. Incorrect tweet ID. No, that was right. 3, incorrect authentication. Well, add to stream. Sorry, folks. So these are the things he gave me, right? I read number 1 to you, and number 2, I said incorrect tweet ID. No, that was right. Incorrect authentication. Make sure you have the right API keys, access tokens, and secrets, and they are being used correctly for authentication. Invalid or expired tokens might result in errors when making API requests. Yes, these are correct, 100%. API limits. Ensure that you have not exceeded the rate limits imposed by Twitter API. Hitting the rate limits might result in server returning an error. No, there is no rate limit here. To debug the issue, you can do the following steps. Add more error handling in your code to get better understanding of the issue. For example, you can log the response object, request object, or other relevant data. Double check the API endpoints, API keys, access tokens, and secret. I think the endpoints need to be checked. That's my guess. Verify that the tweet ID you're using is valid. Yes. Check the Twitter API documentation. For any updates, deprecated to endpoints, or changes in the rate limits. Monitor your API usage to ensure you are not hitting rate limits by the following steps. Blah, 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 blah. The other thing I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go check the Twitter. I think, can't you see like when Here we go. Yeah, let's refresh this. Isn't it considered a tweet pulled, right? But it doesn't show that. So it didn't even hit this. There wasn't an error on this end. Yeah. Bearer token authenticates requests on behalf of your developer AP app. That's interesting. So I wonder if we need a bearer token. There's access token and secret, API key and secret consumer. I did all that. But there's a bearer token. I haven't used it. I don't know what it's for because it didn't request it or ask for it. So I'm gonna give this code right here that I have. Because it said it couldn't. So I'm going to give this copy to Chat GPT. The code is what it gave me already, but I'm going to give it to it. I'm going to say, hey, here is the code. Do you see anything obvious that would cause the 404, right? Yeah. 404 error. All right. The issue seems to be with the track parameter in the status filter request. The track parameter is used for tracking keywords, not retweets of a specific tweet. You're the one who put this in here at Chat GPT. What the flip? To track retweets of a specific tweet, you can use the follow parameter and then filter the received tweets based on the retweeted status property. The follow parameter takes a user ID to follow, so you'll need to fetch the tweet first to get the user ID of the author. That's interesting. Is it really, or is it just saying this to me to give me an answer? Hmm. 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 Okay. I'm not sure if that's true. Like, the only way I can know that is if I can go check. But the track parameter, I'm assuming that comes from Twit, or does that come from Twitter's API? Twitter's documentation. Right, because Twit is the library that works with talking to the Twitter API anyway. Yeah, so it would be Twit. So tracking retweets for tweet ID. Track retweets tweet ID. Stop tracking and pick winner. Blah blah blah. Okay. And the status is /filter request. This track here, retweet. So in the stream. Oh, and it did say that there was an error on the stream thing, didn't it? I can't remember. Bad Twitter streaming request. Right. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Excuse me. Okay, I gotta end the night here really soon. It's getting way too late. All right. I might have to just continue with this tomorrow, but I hate to just drag it on again. I really want to sit here and just figure this out. The issues seemed to be with the track parameter status filter request. The track parameter is used for tracking keywords, not retweets of a specific tree. Okay. Where's the twit documentation? Twit documentation. Twitter API client for Node. There it is. Here we go. Twit. Post get. Post. Is there anything about tracking? Last published 5 years ago? Yeah, I don't know if this is really that updated. Well, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to search this, excuse me, for track, stream track, status is filter the Twitter public stream by the word whatever. Track. Yeah, keywords. Yeah, okay. Interesting. So how did it... I need to learn how to do... here, I need to share my screen. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to... There. Okay. Okay, now let's do it. I'm just going to share the window. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this is... I just searched for, so let's try it again. Command F and track. Okay, so this is saying, hey, this is to filter the Twitter public stream by the word mango. So track. So it is a keyword kind of like function, like it was saying, or whatever you want to call it. So tree monster tweet function tweet console log tweet blah blah blah. Okay, let's go down. Track. Here we go. Filter public stream by English tweets containing Apple. Hashtag Apple. Yeah. Okay. Next 3. Track. Bananas, oranges, strawberries. Yes. Okay. Same thing. 4 out of 4. Right. Okay. So stream message function tweet. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So what did it say I need to do in here? It said to track. So tracking keywords. That was the issue, which we just saw in the twit documentation there. That's what it was being used for inside of there as the examples. So I'm assuming that's it. So to track retweets of a specific tweet, you can use the follow parameter and then filter the received tweets based on the retweeted status property. The follow parameter takes a user ID to follow. So you need to fetch the tweet first to get the user ID of the author. That's interesting. So, okay. It's not making a whole lot of sense yet. Some sense, but not all the way. So let me go back to here. I'm just going to look at follow. All right. And I'm going to go up to number 1, follow. Get the list of user IDs that follow screen name function. Okay. Okay. Using stream following events are a minute. Yep, that's not following. User event, user stream event function. In addition, the following user stream events are provided for you to listen on. Follow, unfollow. Is retweeting here? Quoted tweet, retweeted retweet, favorited retweet. And this is for what? Stream user event. Emitted when Twitter sends back a user stream event. See the Twitter docs for more information on each event structure. The following user stream events. Is this a user stream? Stream down on user event? No, not necessarily, because it has to be user event. Okay, so it's telling me something else. What is it telling me? So it rewrote it to, let's go look in here in the code that it gave us. It rewrote to stream on air. Line input. Nope. Hold on. I'm going too far. Where is this stream? Here it is. Status filter. Right. Follow. Stream statuses / filter. Follow. User ID. I'm still not fully believing this is going to work. Stream on tweet. Tweet.retweeted _ status and tweet.retweeted status.id string. Tweet ID. Console. Okay, so what is it asking me for? That's a good question. Retweeted by blah, blah, blah. Enter the tweet ID to track. See, but it doesn't ask for the user ID. Follow user ID. Is it going to follow the user ID of the retweet? Is that what that means? I'm confused here. Let's go back in here and do. Let's do. Hold on. Let's go back. Stream status. Stream dot on tweet if tweet dot retweet status. This function is interesting. Stream on. Well, you know what? I'm just going to try it, I guess. but I'm gonna need something. Hold on. The track parameter, status filter, request track. I'm probably gonna have to jump off here soon, guys. It's really late. It's 11 o'clock. After 11. This code first fetches the tweet using the status to show ID. And then endpoint to get to the user ID of the tweet author. Then it sets up the status filter stream with the follow parameter to set the user ID. Finally, it filters the received tweets to only consider retweets of the specific tweet you're interested in. Wow, this is interesting. All right, I'm going to take this and put it in there. Oops, I'm just going to go click on copy code. Okay, and I'm going to go into VSCode over here. So okay, and I'm going to take this and then paste over it and just hope this works. Save, recommit, and I'm going to say track parameter is for, so I'm going to say follow parameter instead. Use follow parameter instead of track. That's what I'm saying for the commit. Replaced track param with follow param and much more, but yeah. Commit. All right. I'm not even showing you what I'm doing here. All right, so I just basically highlighted all this, pasted the new code into it, and then committed it with saying follow track parameter replaced with follow parameter. So now we'll see what happens here. Let's try it. Let's try it real quick. Please work. Node. Zoom in. Can you guys see that better? Is that better? That's huge. I can't even. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay. Node tracker.js. Enter the tweet track ID to track. I'm going to go grab that from Twitter real quick. Let's see. Where am I at? There we are. Grabbing this from the URL. Copy. Come back down in here and enter it in. Paste. Whoop. What did it say? Something happened. Here we go. Wait, no, I'm way too far up. It's hard when this is so big. I need to shrink this down for a second. Okay. There it is. Enter tweet ID, tracking tweets for tweet ID, error fetching tweet. Error, you currently have essential access, which includes access to Twitter API v2 endpoints only. If you need access to this endpoint, you'll need to apply for elevated access via the developer portal. You can learn more here. Okay, y'all, I'm giving up for tonight. I need to go to bed. I need to get ready for bed and go to bed. And I need to, I guess, bump up my access and pay some money for this to work properly, of course. And I'll verify that before I pay the money with my friends. Okay, y'all. And if you know, comment on this video or hit me up on Twitter at SteinLogiScott. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for joining me. This was a long one, 2 hours and 20 minutes, but we're figuring things out. We're learning. We're coding every day. Day 2 out of 100. Code it up. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love y'all. And I'll see you tomorrow at some point in time in the next one. Peace.